Hey guys, thanks for joining me for another Dissidia Final Fantasy Opera Omnia video, and today we are going to dominate the six-man fight using the cam strategy. So I'm going to kind of demo how to do that and kind of like my explanation for it. But my plan is I'm using all six of these characters. So my goal here is I'm basically going to keep Cam and Garnet in the whole time. Garnet is ridiculous because of how much damage she enables the party to do, and then she has follow-ups that are like do a lot of damage. Laguna, my plan is I'm going to just get his debuff on from his BT and I'm going to scoot him out of there. Selfie, I'm going to put her launch debuff on and I'm going to scoot her out of there. Penelo's going to come in and force charge the rest of the way through to get us the force time. And then she's going to swap for Cisne. Cisne's going to put her LD on. And basically my final party then will be Cam, Garnet, and Cisne. Cisne will be doing follow-ups. Laguna's Trap will be doing follow-ups. Garnet will be doing follow-ups. We will be launching and doing all of that during Cam's burst phase, and we're going to do some insane damage. I also have a bunch of like Brave Gang calls. I've got Raijin call to help protect us when the enemies hit their threshold. I've got some just HP damage up calls. The thing I have to be careful with is that I don't overdo it and put too many debuffs on, which I have done in the past. So I got to make sure I prioritize my debuffs. So let's hop in. Let's see if we can't get this thing rolling really good. I've already beaten this twice, so I've practiced it a couple times. But basically, I got this sucker down to like 14 turns or something like that. The enemies don't even get their force gauge up all the way or anything like that. So we'll hop in. Let's see what we can do here. So with Cam, we're going to open with Cam. And I'm going to actually just get, I know I want his LD buffs, but I'm just going to start by getting the BT effect up right away because I want to keep these guys neutralized. So yeah, we're just going to hop right away. I did put Sid Rain's call on him just in case I mess up with Selfie somehow, but I shouldn't need it. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and let's just do the BT effect here. So we're doing just the green BT attack. Once again, with Cam, to do this combo, you don't need a green BT, but it makes it a lot easier if you do. You could also do it with a Cam friend, but in 6-man you can't use friends. So to do this, you have to have your own Cam. Okay, so now we've got the burst effect up. So now these guys are going to basically get paralyzed every time we touch them. So that's good. So now with Laguna, Laguna is literally, we're going to put Viera's Punishment on. I just got to make sure I don't put too many debuffs on. But Viera's Punishment is only one debuff with a bunch of stuff stacked into it, so I like that. We got the traps. We're already up to 5, and then 6 is going to be the Desperado. So let's get Desperado on. So we're up to 6. We only have 2 more debuff slots. We're going to need one of those for Selfie. So we're going to get Selfie in right away. See, Garnet, I have to be careful because she, on her Aquamarine, does put a debuff on. But I think even with that, we should be fine. Okay, so we've got 6 debuffs down. Yep, and that's just going to keep refreshing. Garnet. Yes, we're going to open Aquamarine. Alright, so we're at 7 right now. But Garnets can be overridden, so that's fine. That'll get overridden with a framed debuff, so I think we're okay there. Garnet, we definitely want to do this. And then we're going to go ahead and get her burst effect up. Get her rolling real good here. Then what we're going to do is on... See, I need room because I want to get Raijin debuff on as well. So I'm going to be careful about like just throwing out a bunch of calls right now. Because a lot of the calls do debuffs and I might not want those on. Okay, so yep, there. And Desperado's going to do its thing. Alright, so Cam got pushed up from his debuff. Alright, so Cam, now I think let's go ahead and let's do his LD and get that up. That sounds good to me. Okay. Alright, so we're at 8 debuffs already, so we got to get Selfie in and get Selfie's debuff on. That should override. So let's go ahead and sure, we'll just Aquamarine again. We got to make sure we get this all set up before Cam's BT effect wears out as well, which we should. I'm pretty close. I literally just got to get Selfie in, get her debuff on, and then I'm going to go to Penelo. We're going to charge the rest of the way up, and then we're going to be pretty good there. Okay. So now we are going to swap out here. And we are going to go to Selfie. Selfie is going to get... I guess we can wall for free. So let's do that. We'll take some free buffs. Okay. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to... shoot. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to put Raijan's debuff on. So that's fine. Let's just go ahead and Rapture. I want to make sure this gets on. This needs to get on. Sure, we'll do some launch damage here. That's fine. Alright, and then we'll check the enemies and see where they're at here. Okay, so that's going to go on, but we should have the Rapture on. Alright, let's see. They both should be launchable now. Yep, they're both launchable. Let me just double check here. Hold on. Status. All the stuff here. Okay. Alright, so they got the 6-turn Rapture debuff on. Perfect. Alright, so we've got that on. Now, with Cam, yeah, let's do... We could do the EX. See, we're not ready for Force Time yet. I guess we'll just Glassification because it's free. The Paralyze shouldn't go on because they're all frame debuffs, which is fine because we've already got the other one. Yeah. Yep, we're good, Okay, that's fine. Garnet now. We're going to do Rem Call. Just because that's like a Brave Gain call. That's fine. Okay. Yep, Desperado's still going. That's good. Alright, so we got to get Selfie up. Then we got to do Cisne. Or no, we got to do Pinello. And then we're going to do Pinello directly into Cisne. And then we're going to be rolling. Alright, so let's just go on Aquamarine again. I know I'm doing a lot of setup here. Yep, just let that go. Go ahead and get paralyzed. Basically, when you're constantly paralyzing with this, like, the enemies are just shut down, too. Like, they just can't do anything. Alright, let's go ahead and do the EX here. That's fine. Okay, so they did lose a debuff, so we got more room now. I'm trying to think of what fell off. So, we got to make sure we get them when Desperado's still up, though. We got to make sure we do that. So, sure, we can do Great Wheel here. That should put a Ice Resist down on, which is good. And it's going to enchant him for Ice, which we want. Alright, and then we're finally going to have Selfie up again. They still have Rapture, so that's good. We just got to make sure we get them with... that one. The left one only has 2 turns of Desperado. We got to get into this before that Desperado runs out. Okay, so now what we're going to do... Yeah, Raijin Call, there's no room for it, so we won't bother. So let's go ahead and swap. And now we want to go into Pinello to charge, and then Cisne to finish up, and then we're going to go to town. Alright, so we're going to start charging. Now, I have seen some people bring Quistis in just to burn Quistis out and just like delay them, which you definitely can do that too. For my particular setup, I didn't have room for Quistis. I mean, I'm going to take the free intercession damage too. The more damage we can do, the better. My hope is that I'm just going to do the 1 force time and they're basically going to be dead. Like, if we set this up properly, that's my hope, is that they're just dead. Okay. Yep. We got all the key things on here, so we just have to... And with Cisne, we're going to be able to put on immediately. So basically, we just have to get 2 cam terms, because he's got to use the force, and then he's got to do the burst. So that's the only bad part. I could have brought some turn manipulation calls, but I didn't. So yeah, we're just charging all the way up now with Pinello. Going all the way to town here. The thing that's awesome about 6-man is you can bring like multiple chargers and you're free to just burn them out because you've got so many characters you can just bring in to replace them. So like Pinello's only job here is just to come, charge, get these free intercession shots, which is still doing decent damage, by the way, even though we're not doing a force time. Like, we're going to have these enemies down quite a chunk before we even do the cam combo. And yeah, we're going to be good. Like, I think I'm going to burn them down to 0 during the cam combo here. Okay. Alright, so yeah, we're just going to keep charging. Yeah, and Cam's, like, the B enemy is going to get 1 more turn, but then Cam's coming up. So then that second Cam turn, that's when we're bursting and we're going crazy. Okay. Get us all the way to max here. We're going to go all the way just to make sure. Garnet doesn't have force enhancement, so Garnet doesn't help the gauge very much at all. Let's go ahead and intercession here. Yeah, the bee enemy is getting more turns because he doesn't delay from being broken. So, because he's got the frame turn. So the bee's a little bit trickier right now. But that's fine. He should still have one turn of Desperado, and they both will still have Rapture on. So we're good. Alright, so... Alright, we are ready to move on at this point. So let's go ahead and go into Cisne now. Cisne is going to pop her LD. I'm actually going to do this Brave Gain call as well, to help us for like our launch damage. So we're going to put Charlotta on here. And we're just going to town, We're going to have like... So the thing that makes us busted is we got Brave Gain calls on, and then Garnet is just like Brave Gaining like crazy. It's pretty crazy how much damage we're about to do here. Oh, Cisne went in front of... Cisne, really? You went in front, huh? Okay. That's fine. We're still going to... I guess we'll do the AA. Why not? And then, sure, we'll put the LD on, and then we'll just have to put it on again with Cisne on our next turn here. But Cam will come up right after Cisne's next turn. Okay, we'll do that. We'll do that. Good. Get the big-time Cisne damage. They still have Desperado on. Oh, God. The damage is going to be crazy here, you guys. It's taken me a little setup, but we're getting there. Garnet. Yeah, Garnet. Let's just go ahead and do the LD. I think I'm just going to LD back-to-back with Garnet and just keep her stacks really high. And then she'll just keep popping off her free damage. Okay, we're going to do that. We're going to do this. Alright, now we're going to do Cam Force time. It's unfortunate I got to wait 2 turns to get back into Cam here, but that's fine. We'll still do good damage, and we're still launching, right? So that's fine. Alright, I think we've got it all set up. So Cam, time to go into the Force time. You know what? Let's just double up with a Rains call. Sure, let's do a Rains call first. And then, sure, we'll bring Garnet. We'll just keep the order the same. Oh, shoot. It pushed Garnet in front of... God, I was worried about that. I almost tempted to wait. Because I don't want to have so many turns in between the Force times. Because now I got to do 3 turns in between Cam's next turn. I guess we'll have to deal with it. We'll deal with it. Alright, so let's go ahead and do the Force. I mean, here's the thing. It's not that big of a deal, because we have Selfie on, so we're still getting like 60% per launch. We're just not necessarily getting the ice damage. So that's fine. This is still fine. We're still going to be charging like crazy. And then we're going to go into Cam's burst phase, and then it's going to get real crazy. Okay, so we're going to do that. We're going to do that. Okay. Alright, now we're in the big time Force time. They're launching. We've halted their Force effects. They've got Desperado on. We've got Garnet going. I think we've got it all set up here. So now we just got to get the Cam's next turn. I'm just going to pop LD for more damage. And then these guys should all still be launchable. So we will be getting 60% per launch here. Once we have the ice damage, we'll be getting 80% per launch. So this is good. We're just going to build up to this burst phase a little bit here. Oh, no, we didn't get full. That's right, because there's an enemy in the front there. So, yeah, we're not getting it here. That's fine. All right, and then we just got to do the LD here. Okay. It would be awesome if Cam's Force was, like, instant turn, and then you could just go into it. That would be way better. But, yeah, let's just do LD. Okay, and then that's only going to be a small buff. That's just going to be 20, yep. Alright, so we're going to let this guy go. And then we just got to get one more turn with Garnet, and then we're burst phasing, and then we're going crazy. I mean, we got him down to 60% just by the time I got this all set up. So, alright. So now Garnet, we're just going to LD again. Why not just go crazy? Alright, and then we are off to the races, people. Here we go. Okay, we're going to get the 60% here. And then Cam's going to go crazy. All right, yeah, so we're at the 243 entering Cam's burst phase. We still have, what, 7 turns left of force time? These enemies are going to be so toast, by the way. Just saying. Just saying they're going to be toast. So my previous run was only 14 turns, but that's because I did like a lesser setup and I got into it quicker. But this should be more damage than my other one. So let's go ahead, burst phase. Let's open with LD, I guess. Sure. All right, now we're getting 80% to pop while doing a bunch of damage, while doing like tons of follow-ups. Because we have Cisne with follow-ups, we've got Laguna's Desperado, and we've got Garnet's follow-ups. We've got 3 different types of follow-ups coming through here. 83%. Now Cisne here with a 1.5 mil AoE, and we're only at 300%, almost 500k from Desperado. These enemies are toast, by the way. They are not surviving this. I'm just saying that right now. Let's classification here. They are not surviving this. They are done skis. They are going to be done. So this is going to be like an 18 to 20 turn clear, something like that. 88% we got on that one, guys. And then 1.7 mil with Cisne. They're just going to melt away. The enemies don't have mechanics anymore because we're skipping those mechanics. That's basically what's happening. We'll do the LD. Attack through. We're going to have this sucker up to like 800% with a big burst attack at the end. With Garnet, it just enables so much damage. 2 mil from Cisne's counters now already. Oh, this is just hilarious. The damage. Sure, let's do the force attack. Yeah, hilarious, you guys. Hilarious. And look, our Brave is just staying capped through all these launches. I just want to see the biggest, fattest number here on this burst. The only thing that's going to bring my burst phase damage down is that both enemies probably won't survive, so I'm not going to be getting double damage the whole way through. So my burst phase definitely could be better if the bosses had more health, because definitely one of them is going to be dead before we're done. 2.8 mil, by the way, on Garnet's follow. Look at all this follow-up damage. It's just crazy. These guys are going to, like, we're not, yeah. I probably didn't even have to set up this hard, to be honest. I probably set up a little too hard. And we're actually overkilling it. Because I could have done this earlier and probably killed them. But they're definitely not surviving. That was like a... Wait. Okay. Oh, yeah. Those are 900k. An 8 mil launch. Is the right enemy already dead? Pretty darn close. Yeah, he's dead already. So now we're losing damage because we're only hitting one enemy, by the way. So the burst phase would have been a lot better. But this would be a ton of damage. Yeah, this guy's already dead. But he's going to survive because we have to go through the entire burst phase. So that was 10 mil there. So whatever the splash would have been, we lost that damage. We're losing like another 3. Yeah, there's just a ton of damage we're losing on in terms of like the burst phase damage you're going to see at the end. And then we've got this sucker. So this sucker, whatever it does to this guy, would be double that for our burst phase. So yeah, this is just craziness. All right, so there's like a 7 mil shot. So yeah, 93 mil. We were easily going to be over 100 mil had both enemies survived. We just had them down too far from all of the setup we did. So there you go, guys. There's the 6-man absolutely obliterated. We didn't even see the boss's mechanics. Yep, and that was a 19 turn clear, so not too bad. But like I've done quicker clears. But there you go, guys. Hope you guys like this video. Thanks for watching. We'll catch y'all on the next one.